Hey, what's up everybody? This is Panaorios, welcome back to Fortnite. Today we're going to be playing around with the new Bundlebuss Assault Rifle that came with update 5.3. Now this weapon is an 8-barrel burst assault rifle that does a lot of damage. I've been playing around with it for the past week or so, and it's a lot of fun. So I've reperked it a bit, so let's get into the perks that I chose for it. So currently my weapon is 36 out of 40, so it's only power level 100, and all the perks that I have on it are purple right now. So I have 113 crit damage, 63% reload speed, physical, 30% damage to miss monsters, and 25 critical rating. So the critical chance I get with that is 40% critical chance and 187.5 critical hit damage. And now the 6th perk on this, which I'm pretty sure everyone gets, is landing 5 hits in a row on a single target will cause a small explosion, damaging enemies in a 0.5 tiles of the target for 30% damage. Now, I don't know if it's bugged because I did watch David Dean's video on it and with my own playing around with it, but it doesn't seem that that explosion does any damage to anybody around the target that I'm hitting. But what I have noticed is that it does pretty good damage to my original target. So now the hero that I've been using with this weapon is First Shot Rio. So the main reason why I've been using her is because of her level 12 skill called First Assault, where the first bullet fired after reloading an assault rifle critically hits enemies. So I have a guaranteed crit every time I reload this weapon. And it's been pretty amazing so far. So let's hop into some gameplay and let's play around with the Bundlebuss. Alright, so we're in. So the first thing we got up is these blasters here. So that explosion there, you see, it didn't really do any damage to them, but it does really good damage to my original target.
Survivor in danger.
So I'm not sure if it's bugged or maybe that 30% just doesn't do that much damage initially, but it's kind of weird. One thing I wanted to say before we actually get into this is that I do have a Discord now. If you guys didn't see my channel update video that I posted last week, I just talked about how I wanted to thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers and how I do have a Discord that you guys can go and link up if you wanted to get into any games with either me or with other people that subscribe to my channel. I think that'd be a really good place for you guys to go so that you can easily get into games with like-minded people.
Grenade.
But anyways, let's get back into the Bundlebuss. So it does really good damage and each burst uses 8 shots. And with that 6th perk where every 5 shots on a single target will do an explosion, I typically get that explosion pretty often. But of course not on these little guys here. Let's just use their grenade there. Now I'm using the Double Agent Vaughn for a buff to my grenades because every grenade I throw will shoot out these cluster bombs. And I'm also using a Berserker so that I can get a little bit more damage for my assault rifle. I think it's 24% damage. Actually, I think I can check that. Let me see. Yeah, 24% assault damage for the Berserker. So that's the setup I'm using on my First Shot Rio right now with the Bundlebuss. But let's go and see if we can find any more survivors. Alright, no survivors yet, but we do have another group here. Let's see if I can damage any of them with the explosion. So the explosion went off, and you see how none of them took any damage. I definitely think it's bugged, or maybe that 30% doesn't do as much damage as I actually think it should.
They're attacking. Please
Okay, good. Finally, we got another survivor here. Alright guys, come on down. Let's use Warcry. Shoot a little bit faster. Come on, of course. It's always good to reload before you pop Warcry. Yep, explosion went off. The other Husks didn't take any damage.
Another saved life.
Yeah, this weapon does so much damage. I love it.
I need help.
Why are you guys coming after me? Go after her.
I'm under attack. Hurry.
You're fine, lady.
Survivor
Let's
in
use a
danger.
grenade. Clear out that group. I love the 8 bursts of this weapon, because even with bad aim, you can sort of correct it by the time the 8 burst is done. So if your first burst is off target, you can correct your aim and at least get some of the hits to actually hit the target you're going for. At least for someone with bad aim, that's something that I like. Now, if you guys are using the Bundlebuss, let me know what perks you have on yours, because I'm pretty satisfied with the perks I have on mine. And I left it physical so that I can go up against, you know, non-elemental smashers and blasters. But I see that it does pretty decent damage to elemental enemies as well. I mean, I am 92, and these enemies here are 82. When I get up to higher levels, I'll definitely test those out, but I haven't been in the level 100 missions yet, because I feel that I would be more or less underpowered, even though I know I am pretty close to 100. But that's just the way that I go about things in this game, is I try to be either at the level or at least one below before I start diving deep into it. But let's take out this Taker here, who I pretty much almost killed with just one burst. Come on. There we go. And it looks like each shot does about 27,000 damage. I'm gonna see if the next thing I hit, let's see how much damage we do with the critically wound enemies. Because I just reloaded. I wonder if there's a cooldown to that. I don't think there is. Let me know if you guys know if there's a cooldown to how long the critically wounded thing lasts with first shot Rio.
Worried. I know it's a lot to ask. I really can't leave without it.
Yeah, Ned, you'll be fine.
Check your map for the location of the medkit.
There it is. Let's go ahead and grab this. Alright, Ned, here's your medkit. Let's go on to people who actually need some help. Alright, here we go. So we got a blaster here. Let's go ahead and shoot this guy. Hopefully the critically wounded is still up. So that was 60,000 and 40,000. Let's try it on this blaster here after a reload. I can't really gauge how much damage I did because I have this hero right here next to me. Let's see. I don't think I have enough blue glow for you. I'm gonna have to go and find some more blue glow. I think there's one over here. Yeah, let's go grab this. Come on. How has Save the World been running for you guys lately? Because for me, it's been a little laggy. Actually, it's been a lot laggy. So let me know how Save the World's been running for you, because that's mainly the reason why I haven't played it as much, is because of the issues that I've been running into. But if it's running better on your system, let me know.
More humans.
Now, there doesn't seem to be many survivors left, so I think I'm going to jump into an encampment mission after we handle the storm chest. But I will see you guys once we get into that encampment mission. Just gonna finish up on these guys here.
That's incredible.
Keep up the good work. Let's find the next one.
Alright, so we're in. Looks like my group has already taken care of the first encampment. So let's go ahead and see if we can help out with the rest of them.
Take out those Husks.
One cool new addition with the past couple of updates is that you can actually run and pull out your hoverboard now. So that's a pretty decent quality of life improvement that took quite a while to get into the game. Don't know why, but I'm glad that it's in the game now. Definitely makes using hoverboards feel a lot better. That now that you don't have to walk and call them out. Alright, next encampment. Here we go. Now this is the power level 88 zone. So if I die, so be it.
Take out those Husks.
Alright, let's use a grenade on these guys. See if we can... Oh, we have a constructor. That's awesome. I've gotten really used to there being constructors in these missions, especially the controller type constructors. I have to see if I have a controller, and I definitely want to do a video on one of them. I think Hazard the 13th is a controller, and they've been really useful in these encampment missions because I tend to do these more often than not. So definitely having a hero that can corral a large group of Husks is amazing.
One after another.
Now, even though my weapon is physical, it still does pretty decent damage to elemental Husks, especially with that explosion that does 30% damage if I get 5 hits on someone. I end up killing them more often with just one burst.
The encampments are getting stronger.
Especially if I try to manage to get mostly headshots in that burst. Alright, we got a smasher here. An elemental smasher at that. So let's see if we can take out this guy. I know I'm gonna get some help from my teammates here. But those huge chunks of damage you see being taken out is definitely from that 30% extra burst from hitting 5 shots on the enemy. But anyways, I will meet you guys at the next encampment because these storm chests usually just go for all drones. Alright, next encampment, here we go. Hopefully we get some blasters in this one.
That's one. Take it down.
Yep, we do have some blasters. Alright, let's toss the grenade at the decoy. Hopefully soften up some of them. Look at that, almost killed a blaster with just one burst. I don't think I hit all my shots in that one burst. Probably would have killed him if I got all my shots on him. Alright, big boy. There you go, he's down. Alright, let's see if we can find some blasters if they're not all dead. Nope, they're all dead. Let's just finish off with this group then. So I wonder if Epic's gonna fix the way that that burst works. Because I think having this weapon work would be really great for this weapon's crowd control capabilities. Because then you can just focus on hitting the more health targets and then getting that burst to weaken up or even kill the lower health targets. So I wonder if this burst not doing as much damage is on their radar. Alright, we got another blaster here. Let's see if we can actually one-shot him. Nope, no one-shot. What if after a reload? I'm gonna try that after I kill these guys. Alright, so we got a reload. Let's see if we can one-shot him now. Yeah, okay, so after a reload with that guaranteed critical hit, we can one-shot blasters. Which is great. So I'm guessing a playstyle that you can use with this is to shoot and then reload after each shot. Just to get that increased damage each shot, but I'm not sure if I want to actually play that way. Now, one thing that would make this weapon really stand out to me is if it had piercing. So if we can go through these bubbles, I think that would bring this weapon to the next level. Even though it's already really good, at least in my eyes, being able to pierce through those shields would be amazing. So I think I'm going to put on my helium shotgun just so I can get through those shields. Let's break up some of these shields first. Alright, back to the Bundlebuss. Oh, poor guy. This weapon's so satisfying. One thing I kind of wish is that there were smashers that would pop up in some of these. Just to get some more enemy types in this. Because the super shielders are super annoying in this. But I think having to battle smashers as well would be insane. Let me toss out my drone. There are quite a lot of enemies here. Come on, give me a wall. Thank you.
That's one. Take it down. 10 minutes left.
We're going to toss a grenade at that decoy. I cannot see a thing. Every mission I go to seems to have this... I forget what the name of the modifier is, but it limits the damage that your ranged weapons do. And every mission I go into seems to have that modifier. Let's focus on the blasters. Okay, you're down. Let's use Warcry. Alright, one-shot that with Warcry. I don't think I reloaded that time. So it looks like I can definitely one-shot them after a Warcry. And definitely after a reload. Alright, next group. You're down. You're down. Yeah, you guys should definitely pick up this weapon if you haven't got it already. It's such a fun weapon. Especially if you like burst weapons like I do.
Search destroyed. Done.
I've been using this pretty much exclusively since I got it.
Found one. Check out your map.
Now there was a smasher around here. Yeah, there you are. Alright, come down here, buddy. Let's see if I can take you out.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna go up against this elemental smasher again. Let's reload so we can get a good burst. Alright, go ahead. You get a free hit. Look at that. It does such good damage against them. One shot that guy after a reload. Yeah, first shot Rio I think is the perfect hero for this weapon. I know I didn't really care for her when I first did the video on her. I think it was a couple of weeks ago I did a video on first shot Rio, and I didn't really care for her. But I think this weapon definitely lets me see how viable she can be. Alright, blaster. Take her first, then the blaster. Alright, let's block off this area because definitely don't want to get killed by a blaster. Come on. Alright, you're dead. Grenade. Jeez. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I get hit by things that I don't even know where they're coming from. That's happened to me quite a lot. Like, I take damage. I know that there's sheer damage on right now. But even if there's not sheer damage, I tend to get hit by things that I don't even see where the damage is coming from. I don't know if that's the performance of the game or something else. But let's go ahead and clean up the rest of these blasters and get our constructor back up. Don't move, I got you.
Vitality.
There I am, almost dead again. Okay. Let me do this. I'm gonna hide behind this wall. Throw a grenade over there. Oh, hello. Definitely not the place you probably should have jumped in. Where'd you guys come from? Oh, you must have went around. Man, blasters can really throw a wrench in your best plans. Me and this constructor have been running in circles trying to get away from these blasters.
Nope.
Probably doesn't help that I'm only using this one weapon, but oh well. That's what this video is about. There we go. Alright, blaster. Focus on you. Can't see you in all the 88s that are around. Nope. Alright, we got another one here. Take you out. Jesus. Okay, well that sucks. Thanks for that, constructor.
5 minutes left.
Okay, you're down.
If you keep pushing on, we might clear
Okay,
the zone.
that encampment took a lot longer than it needed to, but that's probably because our ninja decided not to help anymore. I guess that's fine. We did get all 5. But with the new way that encampments work, I'd rather grind them all out and then be able to get out of here quicker than just waiting for the time to boil down. But let's get this next encampment going. We're gonna use our drone, even though I typically don't want to use my abilities, my gadgets in this, but we're gonna need this to go a little bit quicker. Let's use war cry. Almost killed that one. Alright, let's get this guy over here. Okay, you're down. Reload. Let's see who else we can take out. Alright, I'm going to try to focus on the blasters, because my weapon does do increased damage to mist monsters. One shot at that one. Come on. Okay, you're down. Alright, mist monsters. Is this a blaster? I can't see through all this smoke. This is the blaster. Okay, blaster's down.
Catch.
Alright, taker's down. Blaster. There you are. I can see your eyes through the smoke, blaster. Alright, blaster's down. Nope. These guys don't miss. I think that's the most annoying thing about those new zappers, is that they don't miss. No matter where you go, you can't escape them. So I guess the best thing to do is to just build. But sometimes my building's delayed. Like if I try to throw up a wall, that took quite a while.
There it is.
I know it may seem like only seconds, but that definitely took more time than needed, especially if I'm getting hit by a blaster. Alright, so we got a reload going. Let's go ahead and take out this blaster. Nope, didn't get all my shots on him. And this one's standing in the cloud. Alright, let's go over to the constructor's decoy. So helpful, so useful. And I'm dead. Man, it's so hard to move around when everything is so laggy and staggered. Alright, blaster's down. Alright, we're gonna have to use another weapon here. I typically try to stay with the weapon that the video is about, but just for some breathing room, I'm gonna switch weapons. Oh, and we're dying. Reload.
You have been tracked.
Here it comes. 30 seconds left.
Now I'm debating whether I should use carbide in the first slot just for that increased reload speed, but I'm still experimenting on who to use for that, because I actually like the berserker in that slot just for that increased damage. And I'm dead. That zapper took me out of midair. Alright, well, we're gonna end this mission pretty much crawling for our lives.
Got it done, and then some.
Alright, so that was the Bundlebuss. Let me know what you guys think about this weapon. Personally, I think it's a lot of fun. I definitely like the 8-round burst and the fact that it hits super hard. And I think that even if you're not using first shot reload, it's still a viable weapon depending on how you build it. Let me know what perks you have on your Bundlebuss and what heroes you tend to use with it. But with that said, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like and consider subscribing. And also do me a favor and click the notification bell so you can be notified when I post. And feel free to check out the Discord. The link will be in the description. And I'm pretty sure I'll post a comment link in the Discord anyways, so look out for that comment. If you guys didn't like it, leave a comment. Let me know why. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Later.